Welcome to Crestron ONE. To select the controls you want, use the provided Excel file as an example. Let's go over using the Excel file in detail. This is the main page. This page represents the landing page on your touch panel. The landing page of your panel should always be the first worksheet. You can duplicate this worksheet as shown later in this video. Do not delete the first worksheet, as it is required by the provided conversion tool. Notice how there is a category for digital, analog, serial, or visibility joins. These joins correlate with simple windows. You will need to use the correct join numbers from the project document that you generated earlier. Remember, the goal is not to add every single join from your project. The goal is to add the standard set of controls for ease of use in the app. You can add more lines, but do not delete the first 4 lines in the Excel file. Our room is named NPR-102. So let's change the name now. We will change the name of the spreadsheet and the label. You will leave the label blank if you are going to use the same config file in multiple panels. In this example, our main controls should show up when the user enters the app, and we want a subset of controls called lighting. In our case, we do not need to fill out the digital join for our main page, because in the panel it is set to 0, meaning it already comes up when the panel turns on. To create subsets of controls, press the drop-down, and use the Navigate Card option. Best practice is to always populate the navigation card name under Label, but you can also drive this using serial joins from simple windows. We will call this subset of controls lighting controls. We will also add the digital join that is pulling up the subpage in our panel. Next, we will create the navigation card destination. To do this, make a copy of the Excel page and rename it Lighting. You should never start from scratch. You should always create a copy of the Excel pages. We'll go back to the main page and reference the name we just created. Now that we are in the new Excel page, fill out Label and Page. Then enter the correct digital value from your project and remove what was copied. This should be the digital join that is driving the page to appear. In your panel project, use the visibility join from VT Pro E, but put it under Digital Join. Visibility joins in this Excel tool are to make options, not subpages, appear or disappear. They are not tied to your VT Pro E project. Note that we are in a navigation card. This is a subset of controls that will show up in the app. It is best practice to not put a navigation card into an existing navigation card. If we want additional navigation cards, you will need to add them to the main page. Let's look at the additional options available. This is a button. This represents a digital press in your project. So we will enter the join from our project. We will put a few lighting control buttons. Don't forget to fill out the buttons' labels, though you can also drive it with a serial join from simple windows. Using Visibility Join, you can make each button appear and disappear if you choose, driven by simple windows. You can also select an icon from the drop-down here. This icon will show up in the app. For a full list of these icons and previews, consult the product documentation on the website. Next, we will add in a slider. In our case, this slider is controlling the light levels, so we will name it that. It has an analog join of 42, so we will enter that here. We will go back to our main page and finish editing it. Then we will add in a divider. A divider puts a space inside of the Crestron ONE app between controls. You can give it a name, but if you leave it blank, it'll simply leave a blank space in the app. This can be used to make it easier for end users to choose appropriate options. Let's finish adding in the rest of the joins. Notice that when I am setting the slider for volume, I cannot add the value in the digital tab, because a slider works using an analog value. Next, we will add in another divider and a toggle. A toggle can be used to toggle a digital join from your program off or on. You can use it to drive a toggle or other logic symbols in simple windows. In our case, we are using a toggle with the output tied to a visibility join to make the time of day appear and disappear on the panel, just as an example. Thank you for watching.